Welcome to a special at-home edition of The Reality of Wrestling. My name is Brad Gilmore, and we are back. This is our Raw restart. We're going to be implementing new social distancing protocols, so you will notice there aren't as many fans as there have been in the past at the World Gym Arena, but we are still excited to bring you new action for The Reality of Wrestling, and we're going to see a phenomenal main event that's going to see Allday taking on Cameron Cole. Both these men former television champions, so it's going to be interesting to see who gets the victory here and how they rank in our Reality of Wrestling rankings moving forward. And also, the Diamonds division is going to be back in action. Danni B making her Reality of Wrestling debut against the returning from injury, Raychell. All that and more on a special at-home edition of The Reality of Wrestling. I want to give a huge shout-out to the king of solar screens, but without further ado, let's get back to the action in the World Gym Arena. Well, here we are, Booker T, with our first match back in several months here at the World Gym Arena, and we're going to get to see Diamonds Division action. This is Danni B making her World Gym Arena debut.
Yeah, she's what we call an upstart, in the school of Reality of Wrestling. We're always trying to teach the next generation what it's like to start the right way and see the progress for her making it to a Reality of Wrestling programming is huge for her. Let's see how well she does.
There she is, everyone bending the knee for the returning Raychell. She spent several months on the shelf book with a devastating shoulder injury, but now she is back and she's going to be taking on Danni B. Obviously, experience is in her corner tonight.
Yeah, the Rose. She started out here quite some time, maybe about 3 years ago, Reality of Wrestling, and she's progressed. When we say you crawl before you walk before you run before you jump off the top rope. And that injury, going back to that injury right there, that's gonna teach her a whole lot about trying to move a little bit too quick, going out there, putting yourself out of your comfort zone. So let's see how well the Rose has learned from that experience.
Well, here we go. Bell has sounded. These two women about to lock horns in our first match back since February. And Book, you were talking about coming back from an injury. You have suffered a couple of injuries in your career. What is the mentality when you come back?
Instead of working harder, you learn to work a whole lot smarter when you go through something like that, because trust me, that time on the shelf, that time going through rehab, that time questioning yourself, wondering, am I going to be able to do it like I did it before? It's something you really don't want to go through, so you're going to come out and work a whole lot wiser the second time around.
Here we go. These two women tangled up in the corner. Isaac Bouillon trying to get control of it. The count starts, count of three. Danni B breaks it up. And she's also got to be feeling a lot of butterflies, Book. I know you always say you want to make sure those line up and fly straight. Oh, nice right there.
A nice arm drag right there by Danni. And yeah, you got to make those butterflies line up and fly straight. That right there, that move, that a little bottom heavy to try to pull off that move right there, but she did it pretty well.
And she did get it. Oh, wow, and a big shoulder thrust into the corner right there. Look, I think she's calling for another one. Raychell caught her by the hair. Amateur
mistake right there, taking your eye off your opponent. I always say, like Bruce Lee, when you bow, make sure you're looking at your opponent, because something can happen that quick.
And it did, and now Raychell taking advantage, got Danni B in a fireman's carry position, but Danni B fighting out of it, looking for a roll-up here. Two. Oh, wow.
That little schoolboy right there. Oh, tell she's been in the gym training, putting the lessons on paper.
Raychell looking for that knee. Russ, what?
Man, that right there tells me Raychell has been in the gym training. Oh my goodness, and she's coming back with a vengeance.
Cover 1, 2, almost, 2.5 there.
And the thing is, you don't want to run back in there against a #1 contender or anything like that. You want a rookie like Danni B, so you can go out there and just, get back into things slowly, but smoothly at the same time.
Well, Danni B isn't going to go down without a fight. Now getting fired up. A couple of lariats got the Rose down. Oh, side Russian leg sweep. Gonna go for a cover right here. 1, 2. Kick out after 2.
tell you right now, Danni is showing a whole lot of progress for someone making their debut at reality of wrestling. I always tell my guys, if you make it to the stage of reality of wrestling, you have a half a chance at moving to the next level.
And Danni B is trying to level up right now with a big super kick right there. Wow.
Yeah, you can count to 100. It's over.
1, 2. Oh, wow. Hold on, though, Book. Not just yet. Some fight left at Danni B.
Resilient is what that is, my friend.
And that's got to shake the confidence of Raychell Rose a little bit. She thought that she had this one in the bag. We all did. Danni B kicks out. Now she's going down deep in the tool bag. What can I do? Oh, my gosh. That might do it, though, Book.
You know what? It was
1, 2, 3, and she got it.
She needed that. She needed that. That right there is what's called icing on the cake. Big victory there by who I like to call the Rose.
And what does that do for her confidence, Book? Coming off of that long layoff, even though Danni B a rookie, a short, quick victory for Raychell Rose.
No. It tells you, and everybody in the locker room, all the ladies, I'm back, and look out, because I'm moving for bigger and better things. That's what it says to me.
Well, a big win by Raychell Rose to start us off here in our return episode of The Reality of Wrestling.
Ro Nation, I'm Ashley Bull here with Will Allday. Will, tonight you return to the ring in the main event against Cameron Cole, but it'll be the first time that you've been in a ring in nearly 4 months. Do you think that you're ready for this match?
Yeah, absolutely. 4 months is a long time, and this pandemic has been no joke, but Will Allday doesn't waste time. You see, I took this 4 months as a sign from God that not only should I better myself as an athlete, but most importantly, I should better myself as a person. So in these 4 months, during this quarantine, I've gotten physically stronger, I've gotten mentally stronger, and most importantly, I've gotten spiritually stronger. You see, they say that idle hands are the devil's tools, which is ironic because my opponent tonight considers himself a little bit of a devil. You see, Cam Cole and I used to be close. We used to ride together. We used to fly together. We used to be tag partners. But then we strayed. And every day since then, we've strayed further and further apart. You see, Cam Cole refuses to look in the mirror. He wants to blame all his problems on everybody else. Cam Cole refuses to look at the man in the mirror and tell himself that he's to blame. You see, he's justifying it, saying he has this new attitude. He's got this chip on his shoulder. Cam, it doesn't matter. And I know tonight you're looking to prove a point, especially against me. Cam, tonight, not only are you going to have to prove everybody in the world wrong, not only are you going to have to prove everybody in the locker room wrong, to prove that you belong at the top, but tonight, most importantly, you're going to have to prove that you can go all damn day.
Oh yeah, baby. The king of solar screens. On time, every time. That's the way we do it. We're different here in Houston because we do it right and we do it for less. $55, any size, any shape, any color. We measure, install, free of charge, 1 week guarantee. Oh, you know this is coming. Now can you...
Whoa, hold on.
Oh,
That's
okay.
gimmick infringement. I like the 55, but it goes like this. Now can you dig that? Sucker.
Woo!
Welcome back to The Reality of Wrestling. Before COVID-19 struck and the quarantine was set in place, we had a big, a massive, a huge main event at the World Gym Arena that saw the returning Booker T to action against the Renegades of Wrestling. Booker T teamed with Warren and Zach and our Reality of Wrestling champion Brian Keith to take on Ruthless Ryan Davidson and some of the Renegades of Wrestling. Let's take a look at the shocking ending to that match.
Johnson, Zach Mason. Ryan Davis in trouble. Oh, what is that? What the hell are you doing? What the hell is Warren Johnson thinking? Nothing short of treason. Warren Johnson or Benedict Arnold. Bear Lariat, Booker T trying to get in. 2, God. Booker T and his team had it well in hand. And then along came a spider named Warren Johnson. And right now the Renegades of Wrestling having a locker room celebration in public befitting of the world champion Kansas City Chiefs. They're raising Ryan Davidson up. And look at the face on the bear. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Warren Johnson aligning himself with somebody like Ryan Davidson and the Renegades of Wrestling. And look, Matt, he's taken the Renegades of Wrestling t-shirt. For God's sake, why Warren? What the hell would motivate you to do something like this? To turn your back on your tag partner, your friend, your brother, along with your mentor? What a disgrace! What an absolute disgrace! I've seen it, and I can still not believe it. Team Fly Death no more. Team Booker T takes an L. Warren Johnson turns the page and turns his back on his brothers. Tonight, as much as it sickens me to say it, the road doesn't stand for reality of wrestling. Oh no. The Renegades have made their mark, and it's one that will be felt for some time. This act of treason from Warren Johnson will live in infamy.
You know, ever since the very first time I stepped foot inside a reality of wrestling ring, I set myself up on a personal journey, a mission, one purpose at hand, to make an impact, a statement, to shake the very foundation known as reality of wrestling and put this place on the map. And in my short time being here, I aligned myself with Zach Mason. We formed Fly Death, and we've done just that, but only to a certain extent. See, I know there's always more that can be done. And now these days, people question my motives. People question my alliances. They want to act like I turned my back on Zach Mason and Booker T, when the truth of the fact is, they're the ones that turned their back on me. Zach, what I did to you, it was just a lesson. It was to help you. It was to show you the way, show you the light. And if you pay attention, if you really open your eyes, if you wake up, brother, you can see what I'm trying to do. You see these cats right here? I align myself with these young bucks because they're willing and ready to learn. They're willing to let me take them under my wing and show them the light. And the thing is, bro, you could be right here too. You could be a renegade. All you gotta do is just wake up, open your eyes. Life is not fair. So why do things the fair way? Brother, you know I love you. Do what you're supposed to do.
For over 13 years, the King of Solar Screens has been an industry leader, and we proudly use 100% American-made products. Home of the $55 any size, any color solar screen.
Well, what about arches?
$55.
What about circles?
$55.
What about rectangles?
$55.
Any size, any color, install free.
The King of Solar Screens, on time, every time.
Now can you dig that, sucker?
And here we are, Booker, main event time at the Reality of Wrestling. Here comes the cool Cameron Cole. Big spot for him. Cameron Cole, Booker, right before we took our recess from active Reality of Wrestling tapings, he was really on the ascent back up into championship contention rankings. Do you think that a win tonight would get him in maybe a top 5 position?
I don't know, man. Ken Cole, he's no stranger to goal in Reality of Wrestling, but tipping the scale, making it to that next level, crashing that glass ceiling is something that Cam Cole has been striving for since his debut in Reality of Wrestling. And my thing is, I've seen the growth in this kid. I mean, from a kid to a man. Even now, he's got a habit, a smoking habit. So he's come a long way.
There he is, the former Reality of Wrestling television champion. The hair's a little longer, but he looks just as athletic as ever. Will Allday in phenomenal shape as always, coming into the World Gym Arena. You want to talk about somebody, Book, who is setting 2019 and 2020 on fire. That was Will Allday, and I know he has been itching to get back inside the squared circle.
Yeah, chomping at the bit. He's not one of those guys that have been taking a lot of time off. Every now and then I've gone down to the school because I still have to, do some work at the studio. And then I would go to the studio and I hear some music in the back. And I know I'm only, I'm supposed to be there by myself. And I go back in the back and it's Will Allday putting in sets. He's still got his mask on. He's quarantined, but he's still putting in the work. That's what Will Allday does. And I tell you, man, he's a guy that have come a long way in Reality of Wrestling, and now he's making a huge splash in the wrestling business.
Here these two guys are. They're actually no strangers to one another either. We've seen them go one-on-one several times here at the Reality of Wrestling. This is our main event. Make sure you get social with us with that hashtag #RowMainEvent on Twitter. Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, the technique of Will Allday, this kid is smoother than a Hershey bar. He's good.
Smoother than a Hershey bar, indeed. Oh, look at that. A foot stomp. Almost looks like Kamaru Usman. And then a headbutt.
Yeah, look at the
Will
body.
Allday.
Look at the body on Cam Cole. You can tell he's been working out in the gym, putting in the sets, putting in the reps. To get a body like that, guys, you can't get one sitting on the bus stop eating a bag of donuts.
Definitely no quarantine 15 from Cameron Cole. And he seems to be just a half second quicker than Will Allday, Book, in the early goings.
Both of these guys right now. Oh, whoa, you see that?
Oh, wow. Yes. Beautiful.
A guy like Will Allday, you got to be studying. You got to always think about where he's going to be, not where he's at.
Oh, beautiful right there. Flying knee. Got to go for a cover. Yes. 1, 2, and a kick out. Will Allday. Who could forget that Falls Count Anywhere match that he had with Brendan Steen? It was the match of the year at the Row Awards. Oh, look at that. By Cameron Cole.
Big back elbow. And I always say, and you can tell, this kid, Camp Cole, has been sitting under the learning tree because you got to crowd that guy coming off the rope and catch him with that high elbow. I'm not talking about to the chest, but to the snout, somewhere around the nose region.
Uh-oh, Cameron Cole. I thought he was going to go and fly there. Booker just slides under the bottom rope. Oh, wow. Into the barricade.
See, this right here, tells me the growth of Cam Cole. Normally, back in the day, you would see Cam Cole do a move like that and quickly anticipate on what he was going to do next. Right there, he's thinking. You can tell the wheels are turning in the cranium of this young man, Cam Cole. He even got time to, take a smoke.
Well, that time may have cost him in the long run. Now it will all day. Sending Cameron Cole straight into the commentary table, which thankfully is currently vacant.
I tell you, that's where this kid right here, Will Allday, I've always said, man, you need to slow down a little bit. This kid, he wants to climb up to the top of the trun and do big moves. You got to take a step back to take a step forward, and I see that a little bit in this match.
Well, Booker, I have a question for you. Talk about what these two individuals' gas tanks might be after, a long layoff. I mean, we're talking several months without active competition. What can their gas tanks be like at this point?
Well, I mean, I really can't say because I'm looking at these guys' bodies, and that tells me that they haven't just been sitting in quarantine doing nothing. You can tell these young men have been waiting, and they're again chomping at the bit to get back in.
Cover 1, 2.
Whoa! Man,
Close,
real close.
Real close there. That would have been a great way to begin this restart of Reality of Wrestling for Cameron Cole. Knee to the back, and just look at that. Pulling back on the chin.
The real chin lock looks deep, too. Now he's just going to lay him down and work on the diaphragm right now. All the pressure right now is on the diaphragm. And the thing is, this is a move where Will Allday, if he doesn't get in the right position, he can go to sleep.
Will Allday's trying to battle back. He's trying to get up to a vertical base, and he does. Some elbows to the rib cage of Cameron Cole. That's got to hurt. And a big scoop and a slam, but Cam Cole reverses it.
All right, right back to the well right there. Go right back to the well. Stretch this young man out.
Still a kick out after 2, Will Allday. Always the fighting spirit. Now, I don't know how much arguing with the referee is going to get you to change that count, Cameron Cole. He needs to stay on the offense.
Hey, let me tell you something. Sometimes you got to be a lobbyist at the same time when you're in the square circle. You got to get the ref to play favorites sometime. And when you got a young referee like this kid, you might can get him to do a quick count in a heartbeat.
Well, like an NBA coach working the referee, sometimes you might get a call in your favor later on, but another smoke break for Cameron Cole.
If he got what kind of flavor he got in there, if it's hyping him up, Whoa!
Wow, you know what? Beautiful by Cam Cole and a spike DDT.
Man.
One more drag of that cigar. Oh man! Kick out there after 2.
I tell you, man. Like I say, I remember back in the day. It was a boxing match, and the trainer told the guy, "No, don't give me that bottle. Give me the one I mixed." And I'm wondering if this is that same situation with the smoke pen. Is it some kind of mixture that hyped this young man up? Because right now, Cam Cole is looking better than I've ever seen him look before.
Oh, Reed! But a big miss there. That could be Will Allday's opportunity to get back into the game.
You know what they say, man? High risk, high reward. But you gotta land it. You gotta land it, man.
Close, but no e-cigarette there for Cameron Cole.
Whoa.
Swing and a miss again. Big, looking for that super kick. Oh my gosh. Oh, and a lariat. Finally takes down Cameron Cole.
Nice little playing possum there by Will Allday. You gotta love. I watched my son all day playing on the video game. It's a possum mode, and that's what that was right there.
A big flying forearm there by Will Allday, and Book, I think he's feeling it. He's gonna try to go for the win right here.
Beautiful Beautiful switch there by Cam Cole.
Booker, I am completely impressed by Cam. Oh, wait, there's a spine buster, though. Cam has looked better than we've ever seen him, but a super kick can stun anybody.
We got to cover off that spine buster. Did followed it up with that super kick. I think this match will be over with right now.
You could be right, Book, but Cameron Cole gets the shoulder up after 2. Will Allday, though, signaling to the knee. Gonna look for that flying knee to finally put this man away. And here it goes. Oh! Reversal by Cam Cole. Now Will Allday, though. What's he gonna look for here, Book? Is he going for a suplex to the outside?
Trying for it right now. It's a little, what we call a joust.
Wait a minute, teetering in a very precarious position in that fifth rope. Oh, look at that, he might have tweaked his knee.
I think he tweaked it. And that right there, hyperextension is one of the worst injuries. Oh!
Wow, a code breaker. That might be all. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, kick out at the last possible second.
Gotta give these guys a lot of credit after being off all this time to step back in the squared circle, moving like this right now. And I tell you, it's gotta be hard, but that tells me how much these young men want it. Look at the tan on this man. Where do you get a tan like that in quarantine?
I believe it's called dark tan, where they can just spray you down, Book. But here we go, Cameron Cole measuring him up. And Will Allday catches him on the shoulders.
Bad place right there to be.
Oh, wow. A kick to that knee. And now one to the chin. Cam Cole should go for a cover right here, but he's just... Look at that replay right there. Cam Cole, beautiful.
Got to give Kevin Bernhardt, the producer, a lot of credit right there, letting people see exactly what that looked like up close and personal.
Instant replay brought to you by the King of Solar Screens, but there's a jumping high knee.
Wait a minute. Going for that single, and he's got it locked in deep.
Single leg Boston Crab. You can feel all that pressure going to the knee joint of Will Allday.
Oh no, that was a bad move right there to try to get reposition right there, I think.
Wait a minute. Will Allday was trying to get him into a triangle choke. Cameron Cole buckle bomb. Oh, and a flying knee though. Can he get the cover? 1, 2, 3, and he got it. Will Allday victorious in our main event of the Raw Restart.
Beautiful, beautiful matchup right there between two highly competitive guys, man. I got to give Cam Cole a whole lot of credit, but trying to pull off that buckle bomb and not landing all of it, 100%. That was the downfall right there. Stick to what you know, kid. Don't go out there trying to do something fancy and don't really know how to get the full effect. That's my advice to Cam Cole.
You're right, Booker. A great showing by Cam Cole, but it leaves us with the question, what is next for Will Allday?